pag-pop off ng kanilang mga heroes, particularly this Roger Louie Mincetar combo. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it also relies on their side lanes. I want to say, if Lapu-Lapu wins his lane, that's gonna be great. And Jake the Dog obviously will win his lane because that's the nature of the Hari. Mananalo yan. If
Yes.
the tempo is gonna favor Eagles, kung tuloy-tuloy lang, kumbaga, yung pag-ariba ng Eagles dito, they can really win this in the early stages. However, I would say it is definitely harder, more difficult compared to game number 1.
Of course, and this is going to be the game number 2 of our lower bracket finals with Queen, Smart Omega, and LP Eagles having a similar composition here with in terms of laning during game number 1. But this time, I guess Smart Omega here is not going to be on the aggressive side. And yeah, both of our teams is focused on getting resources as much as possible before actually going in and participate in a skirmish fight.
You can see that yung Omega, apat na members dun sa middle at a certain point kasi that's how they want to prioritize yung farm ng ating However, this is not good news at all para sa Eagles. Ryota being forced out of the lane by the Thams. At alam naman natin na Thams ay malakas talaga sa... Oh, what a nice touch from Dick Dog.
That is going to be a knockup from Leaf right there, but there is not going to be any follow-up damage just yet. That's pa lang naman siya. He's going to pop off when those are already on set. But look, here are those going to be cornered by 2 members, and that's going to be a first blood for Omega here, taking away the Luo Yi.
I don't want that to happen. Sobrang dami nilang binibigay kay Kenji on this Thams at this point. Aspect and Vimo almost caught one member to my bottom lane. Unang level 4 ni Aspect. However, it's not enough. Wasn't enough.
This time it is a different feat in comparison with game number 1. Another Smart Omega is the one having at least this turtle advantage. As you can see, as the sounds are there making their way. Lapu-Lapu though and Aspect is on the way, but the turtle will be secured by Isunshin. They don't necessarily have to engage in fights yet since objectives are one of the priorities talaga ng Omega bago sila mapagpaksa.
That was actually a super solid move mula sa Smart Omega. Bakit? Kasi alam nila na kumalaw yung Eagles sa may bottom lane. And siguro yung naging problem ng Eagles is they decided to move to the bottom lane instead of the top lane. Kaya naman, yung Omega nakapag-establish ng magandang formation around the turtle. And kahit ni Kenji at ni Kurtisi, the Claude, the Hachizi, the Yisenchin, alam nila na nasa bottom lane ni most of the members of the Eagles at nag-initiate din naman si Pimo dun sa may mid. Kaya free pass sila dun sa pag-take ng turtle and that's a lot of gold in their favor. Now, since kinonmit nila yung Contract Inferno as well as the Yisenchin Ultimate, sobrang bilis lang nila na-take yung turtle dun sa may top lane na that's also alleviated some pressure dun sa Claude. In fact, Kurtisi farming well. Alam mo na maganda yung resulta sa isang Claude kapag 3 minutes ay level 5 na siya.
Yes.
Tapos nakakapag-clear na siya ng wave using the Blazing Duet is so comfortable ngayon at sobrang kabaliktaran yung nangyayari sa game number 2 ng Omega.
In comparison with game number 1, this time around, Smart Omega is the one taking the case. By that, I mean that, taking advantage of lesser people and LPE onto the turtle side kanina, as you mentioned. And of course, this one, sila not necessarily going in aggressively. Hinihintay nila na pumasok yung LPE. That's the time they will go for that counter engage. And tinan mo to, both of the teams already eyeing out for the second turtle. LPE does not want to repeat what happened during the first turtle take. Ayaw na nila this time pabayaan yung turtle kasi nakita naman ulit kung gaano kalamang ang mangyayari if all of these turtle takes will gonna be in the hands of Smart Omega right now. So ngayon, tamang move lang ang ginagawa nila dito, not being too overextending then as well. The turtle is spawned, Cho and the Claude is in the vicinity as well as Isunshin and the Veil, which probably will take advantage of this again in terms of numbers.
Very early second turtle as we can see. 4 minutes 17 seconds at capitalize yata ito ng Eagles but they actually fight this
Oh, they will be like this. The ult coming in from the Isunshin is gonna be Brave the Dragon. Gagamitin dito kay Aspect. It's a nice priority target but the Heart will be taking down the Cho here in return. So, but the turtle still secured for Isunshin. So, basically that's a good trade but in terms of objectives, Omega had the upper hand. So, it was worth it.
I think worth it para the death para kay Heath. It allowed Hajizi to be farmed. I mean, obviously, you don't want to give free gold to your opponents, pero yung fact na yung turtle ay napunta sa Omega, particularly sa jungler ng Smart Omega, which is the Yisin Chin, 100% sure that Omega are happy with this trade and Courtesy will be able to defend bottom lane. And I'm sure na kikita naglahanap ng angulo.
Bimo is going into that tower there, but the man just to say, but look at the damage that was inflicted onto Ars. Though will be taking down the Luoyi, and they are gonna go aggressively this time. BMI gagamitin dito as Courtesy low on health, but still manages to dash away. So Bimo was knocked up. Let's see, Heat is on the chase. Hahabulin niya ba si Bimo dito? Actually, no. Just gonna go for the torch instead. Or Jake the dog could work as well. Alright, 4 members of SMO is already inside here. But Lapu-Lapu will be taking that tower onto the top side. But the trade onto bottom is just surreal here for Omega as they take a kill and a turret.
Oh, sobrang ganda para sa Omega. Bottom lane nung nakakuha nga sila ng magandang alley-oop coming out with the way of the dragon. Comboed it up with the set up the Vayne. Kasi yung skill ni Vayne, it takes a lot of time bago siya mag-accumulate. Pero pag tumama siya, sobrang sakit. Nakita mo naman yung damage ng arms. And then, meron siyang magic worship ngayon, which also allowed him to deal extra damage over time. At natunaw din talaga si Louis. Now, they also were aggressive. Again, with a nice positioning, nakaharap naman ng bonus skill para dun sa Yisin Chin. And all they had to do was to always force this King's Calling. Ito yung number 1 weakness ng Team Sitar. Kapag hindi mo nagamit yung ultimate para makakuha ng kill or at least na-force out siya ng kalaban mo, this is useless. Sobrang anchor ng Min Sitar kapag hindi tama yung pagkaagamit mo. And I would say that Timo might not be as experienced with this hero. Kasi nga naman, hindi natin madalas na nakikita.
Uy! Look at that. The quality is on way to travel on to Riota. Was able to escape
Oh,
the
wow.
hands of having that kill taking so off the board that you get the turtle here. So the
Wow.
that Roger, that's a double kill for the Harris here, abusing the position of the Smart Omega here and the low health as well. And the trade is gonna happen though, as Houston and the Gale will be taking a true casualty them for the side of Eagle. So this is good. May certain amount of trade that Jake the Dog has, but the fact that Smart Omega still has the control over the map is still viable for them.
Napakagandang ginawa sana ng Eagles. Particularly Jake the Dog dancing over Smart Omega. Unchecked. Napakaganda ng timing niya at napakayaman na rin niya ngayon. Well, technically speaking, hindi siya ganun kayaman but meron nga kasi siyang mystery shop. As you can see now, as Jake the Dog managed to hold his ground, alam niya kasing wala makapigil sa kanya once the Way of the Dragon is already out. Since ginamit na ng Smart Omega yun, yung mas maaga, alam niya na free dancing na nga siya. However, natalo pa rin sila sa clash na yun just because of the trade-off that SMO did. I mean, maganda yung ginawa ni Jake the Dog but it wasn't enough. But they kind of need more. If Eagles still want to force the game number 3, they have to do something like that once again. Yung magkaroon ng positive trade. Kaya nga lang, Smart Omega, hindi, ito yung klase ng team na kapag ginawa mo sa kanila yung first time ay magagawa mo ulit.
Hindi na magagawa ulit. Kasi sila naman ang gagawa ng sa'yo. Which is what we see right now. Since Smart Omega is the one being aggressive for this time around. And naman, they're really taking their time pulling off Kenji here and just go in and taking down Jake. So again, this is going to be a good push now for Omega since the numbers are in their favor. Magka-tower hug si Aztec and Riota here but mahuli lang sila dito. That could be another casualty for them. So this is a nice call for Omega to just disengage. And you know what? Let's just wait since the Lord is going to be spawned right here and that is one of the priority right now.
That particular move na ginawa ng Omega, yun talaga yung makikita natin na gap when it comes to experience. Jake the Dog is a marvelous player. Siya siyang napakalupit na player and he knows his limits. Pero sobrang minama siya ng Smart Omega. Nakita mo yung ginawa ni Kenji. Talagang nag-stay siya dun. Binate niya si Jake the Dog to the point na mukhang mamamatay na siya. Nasaktong-sakto, nung malapit na nga siya mamatay at meron ng chance na may go signal na yung Smart Omega pagkatapos ng Zaman Force, that is when they struck Jake the Dog at sobrang pinunish nila. They also know na walang purify si Jake Dog kaya naman namama nila doon. That was really the gap of experience.
Baiting at the Lord side right here as they will be taking down members first of LPE before taking the Lord as Timo is off the board. So a lot more. Mapitin out the arms. That's gonna be a kill for instance this time around. A lot of kills ang nabigay dito. Nabigyan din ng malaking space si Hajizi. And of course, this is a free Lord now for Omega. This is a good call of two members of before we get this. Kasi secured na yun eh. Alam na nila yun. And Harit has not, wala siyang magagawa at that point since numbers matter and the damage is also going to be seen if ever nahuli ni Hajizi yun si Harit if ever nag-commit siya.
But this is already Smart Omega getting all of the win conditions that they have. Nice reaction coming out from Ryota para hindi makombo doon ni Eddie Hayes. But nevertheless, Omega, nakukuha na nila lahat ng win conditions nila, which is to farm. And dahil sobrang taas ng farm nila at this point in game, 10 minutes pa lang, they will just really snowball over the Eagles right now. Sabihin na natin hindi pa nila matatapos yung laban at this point sa first Lord. But the second Lord, kung saan may talon na yung Lord, doon na sila mayayari. It's fine, coming out from B.
But look at this though, NG is so crunchy at this point na nahihirapan na rin ang LPE na i-take shot. It was a 3 versus 3 I'm not mistaken, but tinan mo to. Smart Omega is the one knocking on their doorstep this time around. Ult is gonna be to need some help, forces now the Eagles to back away. And this is an opening now for Omega to get as much towers as they can get, which is a good call kasi hindi pa sila umaatake eh. But the fact that they're just utilizing their skills first, actually reserving it for a later clash is also good.
And the push from Omega. They know that they have the strength.
They know that they have the strength here, but they want that insurance policy here as they don't want any tower advantage. And look at this, BMI 2P used defensively, but that's okay because the cooldown is gonna go in anyway. So, hihintayin lang muli nila to na magkaroon ng ult both Kenji and KTZ here. So, this time, map control naman muna. And I like it how Smart Omega is being patient. Hindi din naman ang madali. They know that the winning conditions for them are met. And they know that the control is in their hands. So, they just basically have to wait for a good opening for them to really finish this off.
I think Omega are just baiting Eagles at this point. Inaayaan nilang gamitin yung mga Kings calling all of those important cooldowns from the Eagles and they take it out. And as we are seeing right now, laki ng gap when it comes to the course. 8.7k dun sa Claude, 9.6k dun sa ating Giz and Shin. If you're looking at the course of the Eagles, Rogers at 7k, naka-item pa lang, kaya practically speaking, with Talker pa lang yan. At kay Jake the Dog, it's 6.3k. And meron siya tatlong items though because of the fact meron siyang mystery shop. However, Smart Omega, absolutely, they have the better artillery. In fact, lamang sila ng 12,000 over Eagles at this point. And all they have to do is, honestly, just wait. Pwede silang sumubsob dito sa may mid lane, but knowing Omega, they will just wait for the second Lord. If not, able to punish Eagles.
The amount of damage that Yeli Hayes just inflicted upon Jake the Dog really forced him to go back. At yun na, that also secured them another tower take here for the side of Omega. Butas na ang base ng ating Eagles dito. And the only resources that they can get here are the incoming minions because of basically sila naman ngayon ang naiipit sa kanilang pwesto. And probably they're just gonna wait for this Lord. Secure it and go for that split push kasi the more they would want to really abuse that fact here. And yun nga, gaya na sabi mo, hinihintay lang talaga nila na mag-bait out ang mga members ng Eagles dito in using their skills. Kasi the ones that they are able to, at sila hindi pa sila nakakagamit ng skills ng kanila, that is just an easy entry for them.
Next na gagawin ng Omega, just to shove the waves. And this is what Eagles did actually in the first game. Oh, this is massive. Where are they going? Wala nga na sila ng huli, sayang. The diversion play that they are trying to do right now really failed, but it's in the step of the right direction. Kung sila doon, that would be amazing. But Smart Omega, them being a team na marunong din mag-GUI, alam nila yung mga pwedeng gawin dito na LPE, BMO in aspect. This is bad!
Oh no, Bimo was knocked out by there, and of course, looking at this, though, was able to survive with a low brink of health. So now they were able to secure the Lord, and they're just gonna wait for it. Actually, mukhang di na nga nila hintayin dito at this point. They're taking down the tower below, and then just go in for any potential mistakes that Eagles can happen. And yeah, you did mention that diversion could have worked well if may nahuli sila. But look at this, knock up once more. Again, by the show, just backs away, waiting for the Lord. They are waiting for the Lord here to secure this base.
Arms forced to use the flicker. This is Bad Eagles. Ang dami nila na-burn na kanilang mga ultimate.
Oh, we have the dragon here, and that's gonna be a kill for the usage kit. Because it's waiting for though. We'll be having that turret damage, and hiwalay sila dito, but the Claw is gonna get a double kill here, and it looks like this is gonna be a game for Smart Omega as they will be controlling this one. And game number 2 goes to Smart Omega, proceeding to the final.
And Smart Omega, I would say ginamit nila lahat talaga ng advantage nila